When we decide to change, we usually think big. We draw up massive plans, make grand commitments, and visualize these incredible transformations. We aim for a total life overhaul starting Monday. But in reality, lasting change, the kind of discipline that actually sticks, is almost never built on something big. It's built on something much, much smaller. Simple, almost invisible rules. A small rule doesn't look impressive. It can feel trivial, almost embarrassing to say out loud. A rule like, after I brush my teeth, I will do one push-up, or before I check my phone in the morning, I will drink one glass of water. It feels too easy to matter, too simple to actually change an outcome. And because of that, we usually ignore them in favor of something more heroic. But their smallness is a disguise. Precisely because they're small, they tend to be followed. And that is the source of all their power. Small rules work because they're designed to bypass the biggest enemy of progress, friction. They don't ask for a surge of motivation on a day you have none. They don't require you to make a complex decision when you're already tired. They don't depend on perfect conditions that never seem to arrive. Instead, they just create one thing: consistency. And these repeated small actions, they compound. They build on each other quietly, day after day, not through some heroic burst of intensity, but through simple, boring reliability. Psychological research backs this up completely. Studies on behavior change show that it's far more sustainable when the demands are low. When a rule feels manageable, we comply. We do it without a big internal debate. It's the consistency, not the difficulty of the action, that truly drives long-term results. A small rule lowers that initial barrier for taking action so much that it becomes harder to say no than to just do it. And that raises the likelihood of follow-through from near zero to almost certain. This forces us to reframe how we even think about progress. People often abandon a small rule because the results aren't immediately obvious. You don't see a dramatic shift overnight. But discipline doesn't work like that. It's not a lightning strike, it's accumulation. It's like water slowly carving stone. Small rules matter because they get executed every single day, even when your attention is elsewhere, even when you're not feeling it. They work in the background, becoming part of your baseline. So what does an effective small rule look like? They all share a few common traits. They are incredibly easy to remember, they are effortless to execute, usually taking less than a minute, and maybe most importantly, they are difficult to interpret. There's no ambiguity. A rule like, I will try to read more, is useless. A rule like, I will read one page of a book before bed is a command. It doesn't rely on your mood or your energy. It just is. That's what allows these tiny actions to produce results that are wildly disproportionate to their size. Big change rarely starts with a big move. It starts with a small, simple rule that is followed without fail. When your behavior becomes predictable, even in one tiny area, your outcomes begin to shift. It doesn't happen suddenly, it's not dramatic, but it is reliable. And that quiet, unassuming reliability is the most powerful force for change you will ever find.